talking about body recomposition. So when you want to lose body fat and maintain your muscle mass or even gain muscle mass. So we're going to be talking about this popular topic. Just want to give you all a few minutes to join me, and let's make sure my sound is on. Okay, and if you have any questions, you can put it in the chat box. Okay, I think we got sound and we are live. So thanks for joining. I hope you guys all had a great Memorial Day weekend with your friends and family and some delicious food. We are now going to be talking about, like I said, how to lose body fat without compromising your muscle mass. So traditional diets really, focus on losing that number on the scale rather than focusing on gaining muscle. So when a person stands on the scale, they see the number go down and they're celebrating. But we're going to talk about why that might not be necessarily the best thing for you. The recomposition way of approaching losing body fat is that's what it is. You want to focus on losing body fat and preserving muscle mass and gaining muscle mass at the same time. So you trim body fat, you gain strength doing this, and you're going to boost your calorie burn throughout the day because you're going to have more muscle mass, which while you're sitting is burning calories. So the more muscle you have, the higher your calorie burn throughout the day will be. So body composition refers to the amount of fat and fat-free mass. Fat-free mass is your muscle mass, your bone mass, and your water weight. And these are the things that your body contains. So when you step on a scale at home, you don't necessarily see that. You just see a number, right? So you don't know if that's muscle mass, body fat, bone mass, what have you. So the traditional dieting and standing on the scale and seeing that number go down doesn't really tell you the whole picture. So we're going to talk about that. So when you analyze your body fat, your fat-free mass, again, your muscle mass, your bone health, and your water, it gives you a better understanding of your health versus like other screenings like the BMI, the traditional BMI, which is height and weight. So those are two different ways to measure. And the body composition way, knowing your fat mass and your muscle mass and your bone health, it really gives you the full picture of your health. So body recompositioning is a lifestyle. It accounts for nutrition and fitness techniques that together are going to lead to your healthy changes in your body ratio of fat to muscle. So traditional diets, again, they use the scale. You see that number go down on the scale and they're celebrating. So that's how they track their progress. But that scale doesn't tell you whether you've lost fat mass, whether you lost muscle mass, which is so important in measuring your health. So if you are using a scale, there are scales that you can purchase that do show more body fat, of course. The accuracy is not 100%, right? So there's other ways. Also, if you want to just measure at home, you can take measurements of your waist and your hips, and you can see changes in your body composition that way as well versus always just stepping on a scale. So we know having too much body fat is linked to a slew of health issues, right, and may increase your risk of chronic conditions, can increase your risk, of type 2 diabetes, cancer, and heart disease. So really reducing that body fat is important when you're trying to change your body composition and lose weight. So how do you do this body recompositioning, you're probably asking. So traditional diets really cut calories drastically, really increase cardio exercise drastically. You see numbers change on the scale, but you also see a decrease in muscle mass. So with body recompositioning, we want to preserve the muscle mass that you have and lose body fat. So that's going to take a diet modification and certain exercise routine to achieve this. And cardio exercise overall is important for just like overall health and for weight loss, but the key is to incorporate strength training exercises to alter your body composition. And studies have shown that strength training just twice a week really changes body composition. And they studied people that did weight training 1 time a week versus people that did weight training or strength training 2 times a week. And the difference was significant in the people that trained twice a week. So they did strength training exercises twice a week and saw a bigger change in their body composition. Okay, so the key is to find the right balance between your diet, your dietary intake, and your exercise routine. And it does take a while to find that, and because everyone's so different. And it's important when you're trying to find that combination is not to give up, because it does take a while to find the right combination for your body. Everyone's just so different. And so that's really important. So, so let's talk now about how to lose body fat. And I'm going to see if there's any questions. Okay. Thanks for all of you that are on here live joining me today. I always appreciate if you're here and taking time out of your day. So, how to lose body fat. So we know body fat increases our risk of chronic diseases, right? And it can also damage us emotionally, our emotional well-being, and it can, body image can be damaged. Excessive body fat just affects our health in so many different ways. So it's really important. So what you do when you want to change body recomposition, when you want to change your body fat and preserve muscle mass and change your body by increasing muscle mass, you want to create a small calorie deficit. Okay, traditional dieting really creates a large calorie deficit, and they're not sustainable. It's a diet, so you may do it, you may see lots of weight, but you also may weight loss, but you also may see muscle mass loss. So you want to create a small calorie deficit in your dietary intake, and this is going to help preserve the muscle mass. You will lose muscle mass if you don't eat enough calories, okay? So we are going to make this is a very sustainable, this is what you're going to do. You can do this forever because the calorie deficit is not large, it's very small, but over time you see body fat go down and muscle mass go up, okay? So traditional dieting really creates a large calorie deficit, and they increase cardio excessively. It's not sustainable. Okay, and then to lose body fat, you have to incorporate exercises that are going to build muscle mass. So you're going to strength train. So whether you're going to a gym, here at the Lifestyle Program, we have our gym where we do a lot of strength training. You can have the home gym maybe. Maybe you do exercise at the park, at the bench at the park. Maybe you have bands, TRX, you have a TRX at home, or you have some light weights, or you have some heavy jugs, whatever you're using for weights. So you have to incorporate exercises to build muscle strength. And cardio exercise is also important, but more importantly is the strength training to build the muscle mass. Okay. The diet, in terms of your diet, the quality is very important for losing fat, and we'll go over a few things in the diet that are really going to help you lose body fat and increase muscle mass. Okay, so it's been shown in so many studies, numerous studies, that a diet rich in protein, lean protein, healthy fats are going to preserve the lean body mass. So your protein would be like eggs, your white meat, chicken, turkey, dairy products, Greek yogurt, tofu, soy products, legumes, beans, seafood, bison meat, nuts and seeds. So these are our protein. So when we're doing these exercises and we're trying to change our body composition, the studies have shown that the participants that ate 1.4 grams per kilogram of body weight improved their body composition. And everyone's different really on finding the amount of protein they need, but that was a number that they found really changed body composition. And that number is really based on your sex, your age, your height, your weight, your activity level. There's a lot of factors. But really increasing the protein per day that you eat and really spreading it throughout the day is really important as well for muscle growth. So if we're not eating enough calories and enough protein, then muscles are not going to grow, and so you don't see that body composition. Other ways to reduce your body fat besides increasing your protein and increasing calorie expenditure through exercise, you want to look at a few things. It's really important to cut out processed foods, really reduce your processed foods from like fast food, candy, sweet drinks, soda, all these high sugary processed foods, even baked goods, right? They're associated with body fat. That's number one. Number two is reducing your carbohydrates, like your sugary carbohydrates. So again, and replacing those with foods high in protein and healthy fats and fiber. So the fiber, protein, and healthy fats, that really increases your fullness and your satiety levels. And it also reduces your insulin levels, and insulin is a fat storing hormone. So when you cut out these sugary, carbohydrate-rich foods and replace it with protein, healthy fats, and fiber, you reduce your insulin levels. So if you eat a lot of sugary foods, maybe it's sugary cereals, maybe it's a sugar in your coffee, and then it's cookies at lunchtime, and then it's something sweet after dinner. You can see there's a lot of sugar there. A lot of sugar is also found in like ketchups, so our condiments, sweet sauces, teriyaki sauce, ketchups, and other ones, barbecue sauce. So decreasing the sugary carbohydrates in your diet and replacing them with protein-rich foods, fiber, and healthy fats are going to help reduce body fat. The next one is increasing your fiber intake. So we always hear about the F word, fiber. It is so important. So eating more vegetables, beans, legumes will help reduce body fat, especially the visceral fat, the fat that you carry around your belly area. So, and you start slowly. If you don't eat a lot of vegetables or fruits right now, start slowly. We need so much per day, and most Americans are walking around not eating enough fiber. So trying to add fiber to every meal and every snack. So whether that's a fruit or a vegetable, a whole grain, bean, legume, nuts, seeds. So really increasing your fiber, especially from vegetables, so are going to help. The next one to help reduce body fat is the type of exercise. So trying interval training. So interval training, if you haven't heard about that, is doing more of an intense workout for a short amount of time followed by a short amount of rest. So it's more effective in burning fat than like if you do a long cardio. Let's say you were running for 30 minutes to an hour or something, or just doing long cardio. So when you do this short bursts of hard exercises followed by some rest, it really burns and gets into the fat. So adding some interval training to your workouts. Combining that also with cardio, maybe, cardio is very important for our overall health. So, continuing with your walking or hiking or biking, what have you, but really adding in the interval training to your regimen every week. It will be very helpful. And finding the routine that really works for you is important because, if you don't like it and you don't enjoy it, you won't do it more than a week or two, right? Just going to give up because we don't have time to be doing things that we don't really enjoy. So just find the exercises that are strength training that you love so you can keep up with them and be consistent with them. And that's the key with changing your body recomposition. It takes time, And we just love to just have that quick, fast weight loss, but that is not sustainable. So this is a lifestyle where you're slowly gonna lose body fat and at the same time add muscle mass. And that, it just takes that fine combination of their diet and exercises to find. And that takes time, and that's where people do give up. But it's really the only way to, create that lifestyle is to find the right combination for you. And you're the expert in your body, and so it's really important to listen to, your needs. So let's see. Let's see if there's any questions. No questions? Okay. Got more people on here. So now let's talk about how to gain muscle mass while losing fat, or even just maintaining your muscle mass. So muscle mass is really important, especially as we age, because for several reasons. It does help maintain bone mass as we age, and it's going to keep us stronger, more agile, and help boost our metabolism overall when we have more muscle mass. And it's really important for overall health. So how can we gain muscle and change our body composition? Gaining muscle and losing fat, you don't want to focus on diet alone, which a lot of diets do, right? It's just all about the food. You have to look at the food combination, like I said, with your fitness routine. So that protein, number one, is very important for that muscle mass building. We need those amino acids. So every meal, and if you're snacking, try to get protein in there as well. But everyone's needs are really different. But in general, we need to have protein throughout the day versus just once at a meal. So distribute your protein throughout the meals. And having protein at breakfast is really going to give you that stable energy throughout the morning versus if you just had like a carbohydrate-rich breakfast. So it's really important to throw that protein in there, whether it's, like I said, a dairy product, eggs, it could be chicken, it could be tofu. It could be also maybe you love to drink a protein shake. You can supplement as well with a protein shake. But definitely you can get in enough protein without using any supplements. Those are just used for a lot of people that like protein powders, making it really simple for them, simple meal, and then they'll add some in there to supplement their diet. So you can also do that. So when you're looking at your diet overall, studies showed that the participants that decreased their overall calories by 30% and increased their protein to about 1.2 to 3 grams per kilogram to max out their fat loss, and it also promoted muscle gain. So it's definitely important to talk to your registered dietitian. I'm here at the Lifestyle Program to help you find that correct combination of protein needs and overall calorie needs, still eating in a calorie deficit to lose body fat but gain muscle mass. So there's a lot going on there. It's just not all about that number on the scale, but finding the combination that's going to increase the muscle mass. Because like I said, if we don't eat enough calories, we can't gain muscle. So we have to find the right combination. So let's see. I want to see if I forgot anything. Do you have any questions? I don't think we have any questions. So basically, body recomposition is basically when you're trying to lose weight but losing fat mass and you're trying to change your body. So it's a trim, toned body. You want to gain muscle. You have to find the right combination with your diet and your exercise routine, incorporating strength training in there so you can build that muscle mass and really work the muscle fibers to gain muscle. Versus traditional dieting where they really slash calorie intake and really increase cardio output. you will see a drop in both muscle mass and body fat. And that's really not sustainable too, because how much cardio can you do? You know, you can't keep doing hours and hours on end. So, and it's not healthy, right? So it's the right combination of that cardio, strength training, dietary intake, right? And of course, there's a lot of other things incorporating like stress and sleep and all that. So here at the lifestyle program, we talk about this lifestyle that we work on, and everyone's so different. So it's very individualized help here. So that's just a little recap on how to lose body fat without sacrificing your muscle mass. Because muscle mass, you know, we want to keep it. It's going to keep us strong and boost our metabolism throughout the day and preserve our bone health, and that's so important. So I hope you guys can take something away from today. If you have any questions, let me know. I will answer them. I don't see anything now, but I want to thank you guys all for tuning in, as always. Every other Tuesday, we do a nutrition topic. Tomorrow, I'll be doing a food cooking demo, and it's always a healthy, easy dish that doesn't take a lot of time because I know everyone's so busy. We just want to get healthy, create some healthy recipes in and out of the kitchen, and that's what we're going to do tomorrow. So tomorrow at 2 o'clock, I hope you guys can join. If not, you'll see the replay here on YouTube on our channel. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscription button below, and that way you'll get notifications if you set your notifications on. And then they're easier to find. If you get a notification, you can just hit it, and you'll find us that way. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's a wrap for today. Thanks for joining, and I hope you guys have a great week.